Bro, who makes the first video about shit? Well, I wanted to start with a lighter topic, but shit got out of hand. Laugh. So welcome to the boys' home where we don't have toilets in our rooms. We have to use the common toilets on our floor, and one of which doesn't even have toilet paper. Brother, why are you talking about toilets so much? Well, because last week I had a heavy load on the way. So I ran up to the toilet, and guess what? Someone didn't flush the damn toilet! So they were still. Yep. I was so appalled by this. Like, this is the boys' dorm, a grown ass man residence. One of these grown men left the toilet unflushed. Grown ass man, by the way. Well, why are you fussing about it so much? Wouldn't you just flush it yourself? Listen, kid. Your shit is your own to flush, and no one else. Never flush for shit that isn't yours. Wait a second, what was I talking about? Ah, yeah. So I was about to explode with rage. This abhorrent being did something so filthy. I was rageful. I was angry. I was about to burst with rage. But so was my butt. And even the greatest wills in the history cannot compete with the bowel movements of the morning. Luckily, we had 4 toilets. So I had to calm down and sit on the next one. I felt insulted, but sooner I forgot about it. Well, next morning, when I went to the toilet, it was still unflushed. It was still there, floating. Like this guy had 24 hours to fix his mistake. And he still didn't do it. I wasn't even mad. I was disappointed. Well, why would I care, I said. And went to the next one. And I was shook. This psychopath not only ignored his sin, but he committed another one. The second toilet was also unflushed. And I could tell it was the same one. Don't ask me why. Do not. Luckily, we had 4 toilets, so I remember clearly wishing harm upon the serial pooper while I was using the third one. I was left scarred with this one. Well, to cope with the shocks and horror, I decided to give myself a treat. So later that day, I decided to try this new restaurant that had just opened. They were offering a buffet, so I decided why not give it a try. But when I got there, that place was packed. Like Draco Malfoy speaking Harry Potter, packed. Like everyone from the dorm was there. And the line, it was insane. Like the restaurant was on the 2nd floor, but the line stretched all the way down the stairs to the parking lot. After waiting that long, I thought this food better make me lick the flesh out of my fingers. And man, the mediocrity. I could have thrown anything into the pan in my room and it would have tasted better than this shit. Man, it was worse. Not only it ruined my day, but guess what? Next morning it was ready to ruin my stomach lining as well. Next day when I woke up, my bowels were playing Rush E. And I dashed to the toilet. At this point, you all guys would have been used to this thing. And aha! The third one was also unflushed. The serial pooper strikes again. Not surprised. Still appalled, but not surprised. I was more surprised by the fact that no one complained this to the warden yet. Well, we still have the 4th one, I said. I was innocent. God was trying to test me that day. Remember in the beginning of the video when I said we had toilets and one of them doesn't even have toilet paper? I was talking about the 4th toilet. I was talking about the 4th one. Well, that would have been a problem for me if I didn't have my own toilet paper in my room. It was not a problem for me. But when I opened the door, I realized someone had already faced that problem before I could have. The serial pooper ruined 2 toilets that day. He went 1822 by 2 on that toilet. And if you're a freedom person, I meant they hit the second tower. And he didn't just hit the second one. He goddamn nuked that shit. Here's what I think happened. Someone in the restaurant yesterday was the serial pooper. And he ate too much. Might be the reason why I was waiting so long. That's not the point. So he ate too much, which gave him explosive diarrhea. So he came running in the morning, knowing the first 2 toilets were unflushed. Probably was proud of it, that dumb fuck. So he ran to the 4th one and blasted it like a fat man he is. There was shit everywhere. Shit on the walls, shit on the floor, shit on the carpet, shit in the fan. And after he was done, he probably might have noticed that there was no toilet paper in the 4th toilet. And what he did? He stood up, walked to the 3rd one, and sat down again. And blasted that one also. Why do I know? There was a shit trail he left behind. He was dripping shit the entire time. He was dripping shit from his fat ass. And once he was done, he left. Just left. And all that was left there was me and 4 blasted toilets. As I was standing there at that moment, the whole movement stopped. Cause my will to jump this hijacked all my body functions. It's been 2 days since then, and I haven't pooped it. And I won't until I find that pooper. When I get my hands on that motherfucker, when I catch that motherfucker in my hands, he will regret coming to this dorm. Just wait till I discover who you are. I'll sneak in your room, in your sleep. I'll But who can it be now? Who could be so abhorrent, so barbaric, so contemptible, so disgusting, so I get it. It was Francis, wasn't he? And I'm swerving in the streets, got you nervous that I'm really... I'm thinking of putting a lock on the toilet I use, so that only I can open the door using my pookie. This is the vibe we are going with. This is the first video, this is the vibe we are going with.